Welcome back to Jade Empire. We're in the arena. We've just used poison to defeat somebody because we're on the closed fist path. Well, that's weird. My shadow's doing weird things. Other than the tentacles, it's supposed to do that. I've got tentacles because I'm evil. But the rest of my shadow was glitching out for a second there. And you move and the tentacles stop.
We should have told you that Kylan will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Yep.
Be wary. Kylan could either be a strong ally or your worst enemy. If anything goes wrong, I'll be waiting with the others, and not far off.
It is vital that we talk a moment. You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. It was a rewarding experience for us both, I'm sure. Take this as my thanks. You are a smart young woman. Smart enough to know that you will get much further as my friend than my foe. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
I'm always interested in rewarding opportunities.
Good. I enjoy discussions with sensible people. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Qui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
It's kind of weird that your face is even shinier than your armor. What kind of foundation are you using, dude? Are you suggesting I join you?
I am suggesting that we align our goals for a time, an arrangement that could benefit us both. The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen. I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
You realize that I'm the one who eliminated Gao the Greater.
Did you? An interesting claim, and one I'm not sure I believe. You don't match the description we have of the killer, but then the descriptions are fairly tenuous. If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
Don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really care. He's useful, that's all that's important.
Useful, but dangerous. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness,
This guy
other
British?
threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
Well, we've all been there. Nothing I don't already know. I can accept him as he is.
If you trust him, you are a fool.
I didn't say trust.
Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
Huh. I'm interested. What are you proposing?
An amicable arrangement, one that will benefit both of us. You see... What is that noise?
No, I don't
Hey,
see what that
you
noise is. Oh, God. There were 2 guards. Did the other one just watch that happen and do nothing?
Damn you, Serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
Who says you're calling the shots now? You big hairy jerk. Think you can boss me around, pull me out of my important meeting? Take me down into the basement to have some kind of conversation? Who does this guy think he is? Oh right, he's a completely out of control, impulsive lummox. I think I was right, I should have seen this coming. He's interfering with my plans of evil.
Look, you can't trust Kylon.
I don't
know
trust
he was
him.
Probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail!
Ha. This works really good against enemies that it knocks down. Keeps them at a distance. Oh, he rolled in. He rolled in. He's fast. Oh, he's got that 1,000 cut style. He's pretty tough, too.
He fought like a monster for a little guy.
Everyone's little to you.
Good point. But he was particularly plucky. It's nice when they stick around longer so you can practice your moves. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's thugs, you know. Not at all.
That's not surprising. Fighting is all you do.
That's unfair. These axes don't sharpen themselves, you know. Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kylon were there and Lucky Cho too, but he was just a runt back then.
I'm trying to remember who Lucky Cho even is. Oh, he was the guy. Yeah, okay. Is your brother still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Huh. Why?
Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first, and when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. I'm sure you know all about that. What with the Kana thing and all. I knew what was happening as soon as I saw her sway, but that's another secret I'm keeping. When Ox joined up with Kylon, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Must have made things awkward between you two.
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was, convince him to leave. But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
So you just killed your brother.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was stupid. But it was an accident. Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
We should get going, Whirlwind.
Good idea. We'll leave Kylon to explain how Cho's body ended up in his room. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kylon's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
All right. Level up. Level up. There's a level. Now some more fighting style stuff. Whew, that is very expensive. 10 points for each little blip. It's only 6 points for that. Yep, I'm only interested in the ones I have equipped, so I have not been using Spirit Thief lately. Just haven't needed it. Huh. I'll keep it. Might need it someday. Alright. That's our level up done. Just have a look around, make sure there's nothing down here to get. Doesn't seem to be. Cool torch holders. Wait a second. Is this the same place where I met the slavers earlier? I feel like this is the same level where I met some criminals before. So I definitely remember there being a draw door. A draw door? What do you call that? Like a big castle door that lowers down. I mean, I guess it is a drawbridge. There's no point in having a door like that unless it's going to cross over a gap. Alright. Well, that lucky guy wasn't so lucky, was he? Got anything to say about your guy missing?
What do you need from me?
Nope. Oh, hey. Hey, happy endings.
I'm sorry, but I really should keep to myself. The proprietor of this place can be so possessive.
Alright. Guess I'm not going to get my happy ending. I will get some more fights, though.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need? When you...
I better save just in case. I don't think it did an auto-save. Alright, now let's go fight.
What do you need?
I need
This next fight should be fairly simple for you.
another fight.
I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights.
Me too.
These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
La 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 la. Jade Empire loading screen. Who's gonna load your game for you? The console game loading screen. Uh-oh, what's... Oh, okay, it's that guy I just killed.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
She fights next, does she not? Replace the men slated for that match with our own. And ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
Uh-oh. Gross.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
Boy, he's really staying stuck. Oh, it's way over there. I was trying to go for the orb.
Focus. Legendary strike. Focus. Yeah. Tempest. Yeah. Legendary strike. Mirabelle.
Big shot. Well, that poison wasn't really all that impressive after all. I mean, they hit me with it. It didn't take that much damage off. Guess I'm just that darn tough. I've spent the last several years building up an immunity to your poison. I've never even been to Australia.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades.
What about the protective spells? Were they removed as well?
The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guildmen from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
How can I trust the guild? Weren't they behind this?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Well,
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
yeah. God of gluttony. That's a hell of a thing to have a god of. This lady's still back here.
How dare you stand before me? The others might overlook what you have done or believe that Kana died of natural causes, but I will not. She was poisoned as surely as I am blind, and no one would benefit as much as her opponent of the moment.
Well, maybe you should just, just let it go. Just turn a blind eye to it. Ha ha. How far do you want to carry this accusation, blind one?
Why bother to voice an accusation in this place? Here I am a blind woman in the halls of the deaf. Kailan controls legions of dangerous men. I know better than to sully the name of his tournament. I want nothing more to do with you. Take yourself elsewhere. Away from my table. These tools are for healing, and they do not need your taint near them, poisoner.
Well, I guess you really told me. Wait, where does this... This isn't the same... to the creature pins. Oh, I guess it is the same exit. Okay. Oh, this just goes to an office. I thought the stairs down were in his office. Okay, well, we'll fight our next fight in the next video. I think it might be the championship of this division.